right? They go for pride. But in the Islamic view, reaching paradise through pride doesn't make sense because Iblis, Satan, Lucifer, whoever you want to call it, he got kicked out of paradise because of pride. Now you're going to tell me that pride is the way I can live heaven? And now heaven on earth doesn't exist. So imagine now you're trying to bring that here. So if you connect all those dots and you're like, okay, now it makes sense why this agenda is like, and plus they're a minority. They're not that big in the world, but they're powerful because again, they're coming from this sort of being distanced from paradise mindset, being distanced from God mindset, because you're not actually, it's not through pride that you're going to get to paradise. It's the opposite. You have to be humble. You have to have humility. You have to know, okay, when I'm doing something wrong, what I should do next, right? Follow the bad with the good. Follow the bad with the good, right? So it's like, I got nothing, like for me on earth, I like to have a good relationship with every human being, but I have to kind of say like, okay, this is where you're wrong. Like, and it's just clear, like, a lot of people growing up, they grow up in like faith-based families, either they're Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, whatever. Even if they're secular, but they still have some understanding of morals and ethics, right? And values. Say, okay, pride is gonna get me to, no, it's not pride. You have to step down, put your ego to the side.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially coming from a sexual point of view, that's not how you wanna, like, we have brains, we have minds, we have eyes, we have ears, we can listen, Anyways, you guys carry on.
I was just going to say, the only thing I believe you should have pride in, but not of that sort of pride, is whenever you have a fight, you need to have pride in how you fight as a man and your capabilities as a man. But it's also a way in, that's only because remember, fighting is also a stage. The whole point, obviously, when people box, is when they need to have that pride so they can show that character, but not in that regard of obviously what they do with the LGBTQIS PS4 plus community.
100%. I think, again, that community to promote that is obviously an agenda, and we all know that 100%. And obviously they don't promote straight people. They don't do any pride event for straight people. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's all about these people, and they put it together. So you can't, if you argue with one, you argue with all. And the whole point.
Every single gay person or lesbian person who I know who's properly like gay or lesbian hates the transgenders and hates that community with passion.
Yeah, it's true. I've noticed that as well. But this is the thing, you can't argue with one of them because you argue with all of them, right? And even if some people within the community don't agree with the other people, they just, it's crazy. You're just brainwashed to like promote something that is basically like not a good thing to kids, especially, which they do in school and whatnot, right? Say that again?
Crabs in a bucket at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like who can be the most wokest person, and then we're going to pull them down and then see who can become the next woke person. Actually, Australia's done something really good on that. Pauline Hanson has done something really funny on that. I can't remember what it's called, but it just makes fun of the whole left-wing community because she's just like full One Nation. So even though we're not meant to get political, it's still on the same topic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, these people are going to keep pushing this agenda, right? And that's, again, even going back to the point, this is one of the reasons why I moved to Dubai, because they won't teach these kind of things to kids in school, right? But not only that, it was also, even touching on the point previously about the West makes two parents work so that the child can go to school and get brainwashed. And I do not want to have that for my kids.
It's double tax as well. So more money goes back to the daddy government, and then they get screwed over even more. And then they brainwash them, and then they start the same cycle over again. Because all they want is two. 2 parents, 2 kids, 2 parents, 2 kids, and it's the same thing over and over again. That's why also they've been pushing the nuclear family since 1970.
Bro, it's even more crazy, right? If you try and take your kid out of school for a day, they fine you.
They fine you?
In the UK, they do that. I don't know about Australia and other places, but yeah, they fine you. So basically, it's like your kid has to come here. If you don't have a proper valid reason, we'll fine you. And it's a bit crazy when you think about it. Like, you can't even have your kids to yourself anymore without the government saying we keep the kids in school, which is obviously blatantly.
Why can't you use this of, hey, my kids are going to private school or my kids are going to be homeschooled?
No, you can. If you've got a valid excuse, it's okay. But my point is trying to be.
Yeah, but it all works the same point as what a job does. It has to be the same valid excuse as a job.
Exactly. But this is my point. The whole world is run like this. So you can't have your kids to yourself anymore.
And also, I reckon that's probably one of the biggest scams as well.